EA Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go on the attack first. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
They'll give it to him again. Makes one man miss. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise.
Lets it fly. Makes a catch at the 15. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Do you just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Nebraska's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Duarte. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give on the counter. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Runs through a tackle. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the 1st quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll leave it with him. Got the 1st down and more. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home,
he'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situation.
Makes the catch down the right side. Give him 6. Touchdown, Purdue!
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw.
well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Duarte. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Right back to the well. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up. Unleashes one deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go to the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Greg.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Kick is in the air. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Find some fresh air. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Duarte. Rushes on him. Looking for room at the 25. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Moving out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Boilermakers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll move the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They're going to run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Duarte. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And the Huskers line up to punt it. They got to him and blocked it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
What a big-time play by the punt block team. Great job rushing the punter, understanding where he's trying to kick the football, getting your hand on it, and then how about the scoop and score and do the rest. Big-time special teams play.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Working the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. There he goes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Husker.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Duarte. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more snap coming before halftime. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Gets it to the back. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Duarte. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Just feeds the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Quick completion to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. The pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Boilermakers looking to convert on 4th down. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning.
Touchdown, Purdue! Oh, that baby
time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Duarte. He lofts one down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, the ground game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Boilermakers are facing 3rd and inches. Quick release by the QB. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a push on fourth down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Back to pass. It's Duarte. Pocket breaking down. Got a man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. Next going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. The give out of the gun. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you